What's happening, people? Is me, Bijan, aka Fitness with Bijan. Now I'm back again on another Motivational Wednesday, and yeah, I'm just back again to say what I gotta say and keep it moving. So, as you're all aware of, we're still in uncertain times with the pandemic and everything, and it's just so crazy how all of this has just made millenniums, especially people my age group who are a little bit older and younger, who it's just put them in a situation where they're just like just so uncertain about what's going on. Oh, before I really get into this topic that I want to talk about, don't forget to like, comment, and share and subscribe. So yeah, that's out of the way. What I wanted to say on this really is that for those millenniums who think that everything looks uncertain to them, don't give up. Do not give up. I'm begging you, don't give up. You know, don't give up, man. Because I know a lot of people right now are just sitting there scratching their heads, wondering what's the next move? What's the next move for this? What's the next move for that? Trust me, I am rooting for you guys. I am rooting for you guys. No, even if you're living in, I don't know, the slums or the projects, you see, I'm rooting for you guys to get out of there. You see, no joke. I'm rooting for you guys. And for the ones who they have abusive parents and all they want to do is just, you know, control you and not get you out of that situation, I'm rooting for you. Even if you come from a privileged home and your parents, you know, are not are not good parents and haven't treated you well, I'm rooting for you to get out also. You know, trust me. You know, many are chosen, but we will get through. And what I would say on this is that just keep persevering in whatever you're doing, in whatever route you want to take in your career. You know, even you might even decide, well, you know what, university's not for me. You know, let me start a side hustle instead. You know, if you got good parents or good relatives, you know, they can probably lend you, you know, a certain amount of money where you can start your own side hustle, you know, to the point where you can actually turn that into an actual business, you see. And the reason why I'm saying all of this is because there are plenty of alternatives out there. We should not limit ourselves in what's out there in the real world. Now, obviously, I know certain people are going to say, well, you know, what you can do back then, you can't do now. Da, 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 da. Look, nothing could be further from the truth. I'm thoroughly aware of that. But the truth is, we should work our way around what we can do during this time period. Yes, things have changed. You can't deal with the past. That's the past. Let it stay there. You know, let's deal with what we're doing now in the present, you know, because right now these governments, they don't care. They really don't care. You know you know what they've been doing. You know what they've been doing. I'm not even going to sit here and talk about that. You know what they've been doing. So if we all know what they've been doing, this is the time period that we should be thinking about starting a business or just starting something that will make us money in the long run. because these governments, they really don't care. Even the ones that's going to come after will be the same people. Trust me, you know. Don't be waiting for these people to come send you a check. They don't care. They don't care. Stop waiting on this stimulus check or this check from this check from that person, and then you go blow it. No, this is not the time. This is the time where we should be thinking of alternatives of how we should build our financial literacy and how we should progress towards the future. And there are plenty of things out there that you can do. You know, you can invest in stocks and shares. You know, you might even want to start a fitness business, catering business, or walking the dogs on a daily basis, cleaning windows. You see, you know, starting a YouTube channel. You know, starting a Instagram channel where the quality's so good they pay you for it. You know, there are so many alternatives out here. Don't limit yourself. Don't limit yourself. The day you start to limit yourself is the day you start to give up. And I don't want that for none of you see, because right now it's just so crazy. People filing for redundancy left, right, and centre. People struggling to pay their bills, to pay their rent. And people are even selling off things that they need just to keep afloat. That should tell you something. That should tell you something. This is the time where we should be, you know, looking for alternatives of how to, you know, make more money or to increase our money, so that when stuff like this happens, we don't have to be sitting there worrying about, oh God, how am I going to keep afloat this month? Oh, you know, how am I going to, you know, pay this bill, pay that? No, 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 no. I don't want that for none of you. I don't want that. However, we should look for another route to take so that we don't end up in this same predicament again. You see? And yes, these things have a huge effect on people psychologically, especially with all the mental health that's going on, especially with, you know, what people have to go through on a day-to-day basis, and how people are just trying to, you know, support their parents, support their mothers, support their dads, you know, support whoever relatives who may have lost their jobs, you know, during this time period, due to no fault of their own, of course. But at the same time, just don't don't give up, because, you know, tough times don't last. Tough people do, you know, and you'll get through this, you know. You'll get through this, trust me. Like, if you think about it, our grandparents, they were born and raised in a time period where they had a lot less compared to what we have today. And they survived. Okay, I'm not saying some of them did not, you know, make ridiculous amount of money as what people portray on social media nowadays, but they survived. They had their own dignity, they managed what they had, and they kept it moving. You see? That should not stop you. That should not even stop me. That should not even stop even my own relatives, you know? But what I find puzzling sometimes is that sometimes when we go on social media and we look at other people's, I don't know, they may have made it kind of thing, we want to be envious of them. Don't do that. Don't, please don't do that. Please don't start comparing yourself to other people, you know, because you don't know what they went through to get that. You don't know what hell they went through to get that. They most probably went through the same struggles that you're going through. Don't be comparing yourself to these people. You see, if you do that, you're insulting yourself. You're insulting yourself, you know. And don't be sitting there crying. Don't be sitting there, trying to pull your hair out because this person maybe, you know, may appear as if they've made it kind of thing. Sometimes they deep down they might even be struggling themselves. Don't do that. Don't do that. And also, when you see somebody else who you know that has made it, don't envy them either. Because you don't know their story. What you should at least be doing is saying, I'm happy for you kind of thing, and it should come from here. It should come from here. You see? Don't be trying to smile in their faces and as soon as their back is turned, you start stabbing them in their back. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Persevere, your time will come. Persevere, your time will come. It's just as simple as that. You see? And what I would say is that if you do have a business idea that you may want to pursue during this time period, if you have a little money saved up and it's only you that's doing it, go solo. Go solo and run with it. If you're fortunate enough to have somebody that you can trust with money, with your own finances, put the money together, go and invest in a side hustle, or go and invest in a property, so that you two can be better off in the long run. So that in the long run, if something like this happens, you don't need to be stressing yourself out, being up all night, not sleeping, Because when the economy starts to pick up again, you'll be making money, you'll be profiting, you'll be seeing the fruits of your labour, and you'll be able to help other people too in the process. Whether it's a relative, whether it's a friend of yours, whether it's, whoever you may come across, or whoever you may cross paths with, just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind, because right now, you just don't know where it's going to end, and we just need to be wary of these things and be more vigilant when it comes to these things. But yeah, that's me done. So anyways, people, if you like this video, don't forget to press the like button. Make sure to like, comment, share and subscribe. And be on the lookout for more videos that I'll be having where I'm going to be doing tutorials in the gym. Be on the lookout for those ones. I've got a new phone now, so be on the lookout for those now. But anyway, it's me, Bijan, and I'm signing out. See ya.